Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but I'm here with a book haul today. I have done like a few mini hauls in some of my vlogs. I had like a library haul slash book mail unboxing that had like 3 books in it, so I didn't include those 3. But I have a bunch of other ones that I think I haven't officially hauled on the channel. If I have, I apologize if I'm repeating, but I really don't think I am. I think these are all new, and it's about 22 books, I think. Let's just get right into the haul. We're just gonna get this one out of the way first because it's been in everyone's recent hauls, recent videos, everywhere. That's Fourth Wing. No, I did not get a copy of The Sprayed Edges because I wasn't quick enough. I didn't hop on the train quick enough, but I did order this one from Barnes & Noble and got it like almost a month later. I was like, you know what, I can't not get it just because everyone else has a copy. I need a copy. I'm not rushing to read it anytime soon, but I did want to own it. And I saw on Instagram someone made a reel of them like watercoloring the edges and making like their own design, which I thought was fun. I don't know if I'd ever have the courage and creativity to do that myself, but I could see myself maybe like doing all black watercolor, but I don't know how that would bleed onto like the inside of the pages. So I don't know. I'll do some more research on that, but if I really wanted the black, I could do that, but it's not really that big of a deal either. I could just get like black tabs for annotating. That would look kind of cool. So yeah, I got this one. Another one that I was seeing a lot of hype about on Bookstagram mostly is an indie published book, and that is Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. Got this one on Amazon, I believe. But another fantasy that I will read maybe at some point. Obviously, because I bought it, I'm gonna read it, but not another one that I'm like rushing to pick up quite yet, but I am interested in. The only thing I have a problem with is that I was flipping through it once I got it and saw that one of the characters, I think it's the main male character, his name is Caden, which is my brother's name. So it's spelled different, but still, hopefully it doesn't get weird because of that. So I got 2 complete series from the Amazon Prime Day sale. One of those being my first ever completed series that I've ever read, and probably one of my all-time favorites just because it's kind of the one that really got me into reading. I read it like maybe 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, but I really enjoyed it, and that is the Selection series. So I read all of these on my Kindle back in like 2019, 2020, somewhere around there, and I flew through all of these books and I loved them so much, so I wanted to snag some physical copies of them from the Amazon Prime Day sale. So I got them, and I think they kind of look a little funky. Like, this is blue and pink. Is that normal? I don't think it's normal. It's definitely not what Amazon was showing. And this one has blue with the orange. So I don't know if that's like a misprint or what, but the blue and pink's kind of a vibe. But I just don't think it's supposed to look like that. But not that big of a deal to me. So got that as a box set, but I didn't keep the box. I don't know if anybody does keep the box. I feel like it's weird to keep them in the box. So I got rid of that. But then the other one that I snagged for a pretty decent deal is the Shatter Me series. So I got all 6 of these for like 38 bucks or less, which is pretty good because individually one of them is $15.99. So I'd say that's a steal. I've been really intrigued by this series. I've been wanting to pick it up for a while, but I definitely wanted to have the physical copies to read. I didn't want to just read them like from Libby or anything. So I got all of them physically, which is super exciting. Some Book of the Month books I have snagged. I kind of paused my membership for a while because I was trying to save money. But obviously I was still buying books elsewhere. But I did pause my Book of the Month for a while, but then I recently started it back up again and got Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. I read These Violent Delights, but I didn't read the sequel to that. And I don't know if I will. I don't know if I have super interest in doing that, but I did want to read another one of her books. So this one is a new release. She's a YA author, but this is an adult epic fantasy debut. Fiery collision of power plays, spilled blood, and romance amid a set of deadly games. I don't know if this is my type of thing, but I did want to get it nonetheless. We'll see. And the other one I had to get is Love Theoretically, because I have Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain, and I needed to complete. I don't know if this is all that she's gonna write. Oh my gosh, I just realized the tattoo that he has. I don't know if she's done writing these feminist romances, but I had to keep up my collection of Book of the Month editions of them. So this one's kind of damaged, but we're not gonna talk about it. It's fine. Still readable, so that's all that matters. Oh, I got a book from Pengo. We'd actually had a couple. The first being a sequel, fantasy sequel, These Twisted Bonds by Lexi Ryan. This is the sequel to These Hollow Vows, which I read and I have the Fairy Loot edition of, so I had to get the matching Fairy Loot edition of the sequel. So I found this one on Pengo. This was kind of expensive, but I didn't know if I was gonna get it for any less because it is a special edition. So I was just like, whatever, bite the bullet, bought it for like 80 bucks. And now they're at least matching, so I do think it's beautiful. Obviously it's very pretty. It's a signed copy and all that jazz, so I thought it was worth it. But anyway, I'm excited to read it and continue this fantasy series, Duology. Don't know. And then I also picked up from Pengo one of my top books of this year that I read from the library. Had to buy a physical copy of it because I loved it so much. That is The Enigma of Room 622. I was going to have a vlog up for this book along with a few others, but that vlog ended up having to be scrapped, unfortunately. Did I read this in July? I did. So I'm going to do a July reading wrap up as well, so I can talk about more of my thoughts in that video. So I won't waste your time here because I'll talk about it later. But long story short, I gave this book 5 stars. I loved it so much. Murder mystery. You really don't see the reveal coming, so I had a lot of fun with this one. I'll talk about that later in my wrap up. When I ordered Fourth Wing on Barnes & Noble, I wanted to get free shipping, so I added another book on just so that I could meet that minimum price. So what I got, instead of buying another book to add to my physical TBR, I got one that I already have read and already own several other copies of, and that is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I didn't realize it had deckled edges like this, which is not my favorite, so I didn't realize that until it came in, but it's fine. I still just love this book that I wanted to have. I think this is my 3rd copy. I wanted to have another copy of it because I just love it. Why not? From Barnes & Noble, I definitely did get Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I went in specifically for this book and only this book because my dad and I decided we were going to read it together. Very slowly but surely are we going to do that. I'm going to be reading it slowly, and I think my dad is a bit of a slow reader himself, which is totally fine because then we can just take our time with it together. But I did get this at Barnes & Noble. I also got Adrift by Lisa Bordeaux. Good old-fashioned book buying in a bookstore. I saw the cover, picked it up, read the back, was intrigued, and purchased it. And I saw that it came out pretty recently. It came out this year. Haven't read it yet. Planning to pick it up this month, so yes. I can't remember if I got these from Amazon or Barnes & Noble, but that doesn't really matter. So Part of Your World and Yours Truly, I have read both of them already now for book club, my family book club. I love this one way more because Jacob is so relatable with his social anxiety. I literally could not believe how much Abby Jimenez just like was in my brain and understood everything that I have ever gone through because of my social anxiety. Like, I just related to it so much and really loved it. The ending was a little bit of a drag. Like, I didn't really care past a certain point, so it wasn't a 5-star or anything, but definitely the most relatable character I've ever read from, so that was cool. I think this is the last 2 books already. The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. There is a book that technically comes before this book just called The Housemaid. Both of these were actually also read for my family book club, but I don't have The Housemaid physically because I read that one on my Kindle, and this one was my mom's copy that she just gave me because she bought the physical for it and I read it on my Kindle. But I was like, if you're not gonna keep your physical copy, do you mind if I have it? She's like, yeah, sure. So she gave it to me Now I just need to get the Housemaid so I can have them both together. And then lastly, the final book I have here to haul officially with you guys is Distress Signals by Catherine Ryan Howard. I bought this one on Amazon as soon as I saw Catherine post on her Instagram about these paperbacks. She was posting about all of her backlist books being republished, I think, by Blackstone, or like new covers or something. I honestly don't remember, but I was influenced to purchase this on Amazon immediately because this one is pitched as like a serial killer on a cruise ship, and I just went on a cruise like 2 weeks ago, so I bought this to read for that vacation. Didn't end up getting to it really on that vacation because I didn't read that much at all. I was busy doing other things, but also because it doesn't really start, again, I'll talk about this in my wrap up more, but it doesn't really get into the cruise ship setting until like 50% of the way through. So it was kind of a drag to get to once it got interesting, but then once it did get interesting, it was interesting. But I saw on Amazon it was like $6, so I immediately bought it so that I could have it. I was just intrigued by what it was about. Bought it for the purpose of my cruise that I was going on, but I didn't read it till after I got home from that. It's like the shorter paperback. It's not like a full-size paperback, which was surprising when it came into, but it's kind of cute. I kind of like this, this size. It's very satisfying to read. Those are all the books that I have to haul with you guys today. Until my next one, might be a while. Hopefully it's a while till I do another book haul, because honestly I am on a book buying ban. I can't be buying any more books, so I won't be able to be doing a haul in the near future, which is okay. I will have other videos. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.